Alright, here we are. We did as much damage as we could. What a pain in the butt that was, but a lot more than we anticipated. Anyways, we are again at the back corner. Always start here, kind of pan around. Let me get out in front of this. So this gives you a sense. Here's the street that heads on down to Clingman Avenue. You see Clingman Avenue down there. And here's that street that just kind of, what they call Eugene Avenue, which is the paper street, goes all the way up to the end of the property. And there's how the property goes down. It gradually moves down. There's a couple of shifts into this. There's like a creek area, and then these are these bushes just going along the creek. Then it kind of goes up the other side. So we'll take a couple of shots as we walk along here. I'll stop at a couple of places and just kind of pan around. Those two trees, believe it or not, here's a street, then you have that gradual. That's probably a 10-foot buffer, 15-foot buffer. Along those trees is where I have to build. We'll be able to start the building of the house forward, which means obviously that we're going to have to bring up that area down there up to kind of create a nice balanced, stable foundation, and work our way all the way back into there somewhere. But believe it or not, these two puppies here are going to have to, from what I understand, they're going to have to come down. But I gotta be honest with you, I kind of like that shadow they're casting. This is, let me see, the sun right now, yeah. West is over there, straight up there. Those trees, I don't know. I'm on the fence. Do they have to come down? Can we, according to the architect today that I spoke to about the containers, we can work around it. I'd love to be able to work around it. I love the trees. Anyways, we'll keep walking. It just seems like a crime to me to screw with them, especially when you have them. Why would you want to bring down a 100-year-old tree? Yeah. So, as you can see, this area here will most likely just be the front of the house. We're going to have to, maybe an entryway for a car or something, or maybe just like a front little yard. Then you can see that there's from the tree a little bit down, it kind of goes flat, then it goes down again. Well, down there at the base of this area here, you see where those wildflowers are? We're going to bring that up probably 10 feet and create a very large area that expands into down there. A wall all the way along there. And it'll leave like just that little area down there as a green area. Okay? And then over here, right down where those tires are, let's see, where's that tree? Yeah, there's a big tree right there. Right down where those tires are, we're going to put a big stone wall across the bottom of that creek to kind of backfill that water, kind of catch it and have it cascade it a couple of times as it works its way down. We'll probably put another stone area down there, so it will be staggered several times. just creating some water leaks and some kind of a water feature. Sorry if I'm bouncing around a lot. This is kind of the edge of the property back here. And the top of the property is a corner over there with this corner right here. And you can see it's pretty nice. The forest just continues forever. I mean, you've seen it in the winter on the other film. But this gives you a sense that it just keeps going up and up. Yeah, it just goes right up those hills. The school, where you see the blue sky up there, that's the top of the school baseball field. So basically, we've got a straight line right to there. Comes right in front of the street. This is where the stone feature would be, to kind of hold the water back, and then water would continue to fall down all that way. And this starts to give you a sense of the way the lot kind of displays itself. You see, you have here's the top of the road that we just came up on. Then it kind of goes down a little bit. There's a tree. Goes down a little bit again. Flat area there. Then it goes down a little bit again. And right at the bottom of these is where we would erect a wall that would kind of go up and come straight back. That would be our platform for the house. The house could kind of come in this direction, maybe with decking down here, stone patio all the way down there in the first half of this thing, a stone patio that would end with the water feature going across. So you would have a view of that whole water, and then kind of go up the stone wall and then up into the base of the house. That's the idea for this side. Now, if we walk down, this may be an area down here where, over here at the end of the street we park our cars, and maybe we'll kind of come out here as well with a wall here, kind of walk down from that parking pad towards the house. Or maybe, continue this way. I don't know. It all depends on what we decide to do. Now, what's interesting is when we go up the other side is actually quite large as well. A lot of it's still covered by weeds, and you can't see, but we're going to walk down. Now here we are at the creek level. Boy, the bugs are out. And once you trim all this shit back, then you start to see the beauty that's in this creek. Again, my property line is kind of like right here and goes up to over there. And this really falls on the school property, but I cleared it just to have it cleared and have some visibility beyond our line. But this gives you a great, now, a shadowed view of what's going on down here. You have this field right at the bottom, then it kind of goes up and then flat, and then it goes up again, and so on. So that hillside, we would start at this point right here and build it up so that it was level with the bottom of those trees. Nice stone wall kind of curving all the way around that way, and a green area down here. So anyways, it's got a ton of possibility, and opening it up from right here is alright, so let's crawl down into this creek so you guys can see what's going on down here. Right now, believe it or not, still a lot of trash, some tires buried in the ground. But, we will eventually, all of this will get reformed. And I took some video of this yesterday, but that little stream runs all the time. See all that water collecting down here? So there's that much little bit of water seems to always be running. I guarantee you that's a gallon a minute. Whoop, sorry. Alright, so probably this far up. Now check it out, over there. That's that side. And now we're going to go up this side. This is a good, you know what, this is a good middle of the road. Here's the creek side. Here's the corner. That tree's right by the creek. The creek follows that green belt right down in there. And then at the property goes all the way up to that bunker of that house. It goes all the way over. See that green axis over there? It goes all the way over there. And it goes up to this corner here. And then I'll pan back and give you a sense. So this gets a lot of afternoon sun up here. See the property from this point, it goes all the way out there, those big bushes all the way out. I mean, that's a shitload, maybe 100 feet that way. And you're in the afternoon sun over here. And it goes all the way down to the creek and up the other side. So even though it's a half acre, it's pretty freaking big and it's beautifully shaped. You know, we may have to traverse that creek at one place or another. This tree down here just creates beautiful shade this time of the day. And the sun rises over there and it sets over there. So we get sun from noon until about 7:30 in the afternoon, or until it goes behind those trees. And you know, I like this side too. And what I haven't mentioned to you is that even though my property goes like right through here up into that big tree across the way, big one right over there, all this area here is owned by the school system, so most likely it'll never be developed. And if it's never developed, as long as I keep it managed, it's kind of like de facto our property. So I have all the incentive of like what we tried to do today, you know, just keep it managed. I'm going to go down here just to kind of give you a sense from the exiting point down here. Sorry, it's so shaky. But you know, again, very gradual descent. The property goes way back in there. It's just not cleared. And it goes to kind of the middle of that big pile over there. Into this outward place. But it's very, again, nice, even drive into the property. That's the back of the building over there. And as you can see, right up the center, very gradual up to the top, and then comes down over here. Very pretty. It lends itself, that tree is beautiful right there, so this lends itself to a lot of nice possibilities as far as you know, figuring out how to lay the land in here. And once you trim that tree down, all the shit around it, it's just, that's another stunner right here. It's got to be a 100-year-old tree. Oh, by the way, what I didn't tell you, this is that where the street is, all the way up in there, and then through the woods, way up in there, and all the way to the top of this forest, which comes out at the top of Astor Park, is where they're going to put in a greenway, like a 15-foot cycling and jogging through the woods and we're going to be smack in the center of it. You know, absolutely beautiful. And we'll have access to that, run out in the mornings and do whatever we want. Very nice.